Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again in this YouTube astrological segment. I'm going to be giving my Gemini November 2019 horoscope forecast, part 1 of 2. And yes, this does apply and pertain to the Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. Anyway, people, first thing up is as far as November goes, the Sun will be in Scorpio from the 1st until the 22nd. So the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. So at this time, where there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on one's health, employment, the daily routine, and aunt and uncle, even service rendered. Also, in some cases, it could be diet, fitness, anything that could be 6th house related. Now, given that this is Scorpio energy, this may be done with a lot of emotional intensity, a lot of passion, a lot of willful energy, and a lot of resourcefulness as well. Now, in some cases, this could shine the light, so to speak, on a Scorpio, a health-related matter. It could be something connected with the bladder or something with the reproductive system or pelvic area. Now, keep in mind, too, that the Sun also rules the left or right eye depending on gender, and it could be, in some cases, this could be an eye issue. It could be a very deep situation, one that requires a lot of probing to ascertain and find out. But anyway, those are some ways this could manifest. Now, in some cases, this could also manifest in a dominant Scorpio male figuring more prominently in one's daily routine, health, and work life. It could be a Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Scorpio characteristics. Well, next thing up, as far as November goes, the Sun will be in Sagittarius from the 22nd until the 30th. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, there could be a strong concentration of energy, focus, and attention on open adversaries, legal opponents, a grandmother, a significant other, partnerships, business partnerships, negotiation, compromise, anything that could be 7th house related. Now, given that this is Sagittarius energy, a lot of this may be done with a lot of exuberance, ebullience, enthusiasm, a lot of expansive energy, a lot of positiveness, a lot of philanthropy, and really, and also too, and really perhaps with the what me worry type philosophy. Now, given that this is another way this could manifest is that this could be about shining the light, so to speak, on a Sagittarius open adversary. It could be a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Sagittarius characteristics. This could also be, in some cases, it could be about focusing on Sagittarius significant other or grandmother. It could be something where, or even for shining the light or focusing on Sagittarius type competition, such as something with horses, archery, or anything Sagittarius related. So those are some ways that this could manifest and pan out. So anyway, well, the next thing up is there will be a full moon in Taurus on November 12th, so the 12th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, this could manifest in a multitude of ways. This could be about the completion or culmination of something that required a lot of persistence, patience, and perseverance that you were doing in private. It could be something connected with art, such as sculpting, drawing, painting, graphic art design, and it could have been done in solitude and seclusion, may come to completion. It could also be an enduring battle with somebody in private, might come to a completion or culmination. Now, in some cases, those could also manifest in a revelation or unveiling of a Taurus, a hidden adversary that comes out. It could be a Taurus Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Taurus traits at this time. Now, also too, it could be a time too where you might become tired, exasperated, full, so to speak, at perhaps an aunt or an uncle or someone in your private life that might be overly stubborn, obstinate, dogmatic, overly perhaps stolid, or maybe even seen as boring or monotonous. And it could be something too where it might be a stubborn limitation is what you might be becoming tired, exasperated, or full of, so to speak. This could also be a period where perhaps you end something that where you were persistently helping somebody less fortunate than yourself, or it could even be on a monetary scale. It could be somebody that may have been a person that might have been homeless or hungry or in an oppressed state or being in an impoverished state, and might come to a completion or culmination at this time. Some isolated cases, it could be like a Taurus, like mental illness that might be unveiled at this time, but this could be very isolated. It could be just a simply stubborn mental illness or something. Be Taurus related, such as something with some kind of hoarding, or something connected with compulsive hoarding, or this accumulation of possessions, not being able to stop making money or accumulating possessions, some kind of mental illness connected with that. But again, this could be very isolated, and a lot of this could be predicated and dependent on aspects as next points in your chart, such as an adverse aspect to your, say, a square to your third house cusp, or an adverse aspect to your natal Mercury. Anyway, well, the next thing up, there will be a new moon in Sagittarius on November 26th, so the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, at this time, this could be the beginning of a Sagittarius type competition. It could be something connected with archery, or something with horses, or something where, or even with some kind of something with publishing or advertising you might do, or maybe even maybe a business partnership that might begin, which could be something connected with publishing, advertising, translation, something with sports, anything that could be Sagittarius related, or it could even be in some cases the beginning of a Sagittarius relationship. It could be with the Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or simply one that embodies Sagittarius characteristics, or maybe even a legal battle that you might start, that you might pursue with a lot of optimism and actually enthusiasm and exuberance, maybe with something you held off on for some time. And this is the time where you actually started to do what you were supposed to do in connection with the legal matter, but with a lot of courage and Sagittarius like fearlessness at this time. Could be the beginning of a new Sagittarius open adversary as well, which could again be a Sag Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies Sagittarius traits. So those are some ways that this could pan out at this time. So anyway, well, next thing up, Mercury will be in Scorpio. So the 6th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. It'll be retrograde from like the 1st until the 21st. But so anyway, well, this could manifest in a multitude of ways. One way this could manifest, that this could be a lot of communication, or some communication about a Scorpio health related matter, such as something with the pelvic area, the bladder, the reproductive system. It could also be, in some cases, just talking about very deep health issues, or ones that might be mysterious. Now, it could also be where you might be more involved in very provocative, profound, deep conversations, that are very incisive with people prominent in your daily routine. It could be an aunt, an uncle, someone prominent in your health life, your employees. Your mind may be being really very probing and investigative over a work or health related matter at this time. And given it's going to be retrograde for the majority of this month, it could be going back to incisive, very probing conversations with 6th house people at this time, or maybe doing some problem solving with these people, or a problem that you maybe that you were trying to solve with some 6th house person, such as an aunt or an uncle, or someone in your place of employment. It could even be a work-related mystery, and you might be going back to it, given that it's retrograde at this time. And Anyway, or even a health-related matter that might have been a little mysterious and mind-boggling. As I've stated in previous videos, Mercury can also be about siblings. This could be about Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant people, or ones that embody Scorpio traits that might figure more prominently your daily routine, your employment, your health life. It could be service rendered. Anything sixth house related. It could even be just your work, your place of employment, or even matters with your pets at this time as well. So anyway, well, the next thing up is Venus will be in Sagittarius as far as November goes, from the 1st until the 25th. So the 7th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted at this time, Gemini. If you're unattached, this could be a very good time for connecting with a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies those characteristics. It could be for a significant other situation, a potential prospective marriage partner. It might be somebody you might be involved in a business partnership with. Now, at the same time, this could also manifest in some cases in spending recklessly on some kind of legal issue or something, dealing or maybe even in or on a significant other, on a grandmother perhaps, in a very carefree manner and reckless manner. Could also be at this time where you might value exuberance, enthusiasm, expansiveness, being jocular in your relationships, and maybe even dealing with open adversaries, legal opponents at this time. And also valuing courage and fearlessness in these matters as well. So anyway, last but not least, well, Venus will be in Capricorn as far as November goes, from the 25th until the 30th. So the 8th house is what will be emphasized and highlighted. Now, one way this may manifest, this could be about spending money in some isolated cases in some Capricorn surgery, surgical matter. It could be something connected with the knees, the bones, the joints, the hamstrings, or in some cases too, it might even be money that is business related at this time, because you're talking about Capricorn, sign connected with business, and the 8th house is shared resources. It could also be a time too, if you're unattached Gemini, you may connect with a Capricorn Sun, Moon, or Ascendant person, or one that embodies those traits. It could be somebody might be involved in a very non-superficial, very deep relationship with. It could also be a time where this could also be about very methodical, conservative spending on tax-related matters, insurance, and also at this time it could be about valuing Capricorn related things such as consistency, responsibility, discipline, structure in your intimate relationships, and perhaps even in tax related matters, shared resources, situations, anything that could be 8th house related, and also valuing consistency perhaps in making a major change or transformation, and also staying calm, composed, and disciplined in crisis situations. So anyway, people, that will conclude my Gemini November 2019 horoscope forecast part 1 of 2. Stay tuned next time. I'll be giving you my Gemini November 2019 horoscope forecast part 2 of 2. Until next time, people, Edwin Learnard saying stay well.